G'day, Steve Morgan here, Fishing Monthly Magazines on a cool morning down in southeast Queensland. I've got Owen Jones with me, who works for Anglapro and knows all about these boats. And we've seen a lot of Anglapros on the water. We've tested a few in the past. What's the name of this centre console we've got for today?
So we've got a Bandit 484 Pro, fitted with the Yamaha 70 horsepower on the back.
And it's on a single axle done via trailer, and we're going to get to that in a moment because there's some pretty exciting warranty news when we come to that. But Anglapro as a brand generally specialises in the aluminium boats. Where are they built?
All built here in Brisbane, all Australian made, aluminium put together, all local workers.
I think when I look at a boat like this is the standard Moreton Bay boat. Everyone, they're growing up, they want to get a tinnie first, and the next thing they want is a centre console to fish in Moreton Bay and to access the tuna and the snapper. But this style of boat is applicable all over Australia, really, isn't it?
The whole range is built with Australian fishermen in mind. So they blue water, closed bay, rivers, that's really what we're after.
Now, if you're not familiar with Anglapro itself, tell us about some of the features, like the design which has the extra ribs in the hull here. Like, this is more ribs than you see in most other boats. Why do you do it and what's it called?
Stronger, tougher, just Aussie conditions. It's X-core construction and the sabre hull. Try and keep people safe on the water, keep them confident and keep them happy and using the boat. Technically
though, what is the sabre hull? What does it describe?
So we're reverse chine hulls with variable dead rise over your standard tinnie construction.
Yep, which means that it's a steep dead rise at the front, it flattens out towards the back, and then at the edges those chines bend over, and that keeps spray down? Keeps spray down, a little bit more stability, and it loves the rough conditions. Now, this one we're testing today fitted with Yamaha's F70, which I think is Australia's most popular engine. Good balance for this boat? Works well. There is an upgrade package available as well, but as an all-round balance unit, gets you on the water and it's economical. Now, if you're moving up from a tinnie and are worried about towing this boat, this isn't a heavy rig to tow, is it? It's on a single axle trailer at the moment? Single axle trailer, nice and manoeuvrable. Any small family four-wheel drive, comfortable at highway speeds, no problem at all. The news I was talking about the trailer is that you set up these Dunbier trailers with the Anglapro boats in factory, and it over doubles the warranty. What's the deal with warranty on these rigs? Yeah, the work we've done with Dunbier and matching boats to trailers, we're pulling 5-year warranty out of the factory on Dunbier trailers. So if you go to your dealer and order the boat with the trailer together, factory matched, 5-year warranty, which I think is pretty big news in the industry for an aluminium boat. Tell us about the centre console. This is not your base model. It looks like it's up-spec'd a little bit. It's got the encoder and bits and pieces on. Tell us what this test boat has that a standard boat doesn't. So with the Pro model, the only upgrades on this guy is your Australian-made bimini and the electric bow mount. Okay, so they are a fairly optioned up boat to straight out of the factory anyway. Standard as painted? Standard as painted, absolutely. Yep. All right, so we're going to do what we normally do at Fishing Monthly. We're going to throw this rig on the water, see how it runs, and come back to you with some performance statistics.
So that's what the Anglapro Bandit 484 looks like on a decent day out on Moreton Bay. A little bit choppy coming across with that winter westerly, but in here behind Peel Island, well, that's why people come to this place. It's a beautiful part of the world and a great place to do some performance stats on a boat like this. And let's go to those first. This thing runs a 65 litre fuel tank, and at the best economy, which is at 4,000 RPM, you get 32 kilometres and over 3 kilometres per litre burned, and with that 65 litre fuel tank, that gives you around 200 kilometres of range, which is plenty in a boat this size. Now if you want to go wide open throttle at 6,100 RPM, you go 53 kilometres an hour, and that economy drops to 2.3 kilometres per litre burned. This is running a 14-inch alloy Yamaha SDS prop. The boat itself, it's a good compromise actually between a shady family boat. If you want to take the family out, you can pop the bimini up and have some shade. But if you want to fold that bimini down, and if you want to fold this console down to get it into a suburban garage, that could happen. But when that's folded down as well, you can take advantage of the front casting deck and the fishing space in the rear of the boat. Now, remember, this is only a 4.8 metre boat, so it's not a massive casting deck at the front, nor it is a massive cockpit at the back, but there is space there to fish 2 or 3 guys comfortably for your day in the bay. And let's think about it. This is the boat that you want to go to after you've had the small tinny. It's going to seem massive compared to a tinny, but it's not going to be as big as a 6 metre boat. That is reflected in the price. As tested, this boat here without the Minn Kota, $31,300. Boat and trailer packages start at just over $20,000, where you can pick your motor to go on the back of them. So when it comes to price wise, this is an easy way to step into a boat which is bay capable. Coming across on the bay this morning, of course it's under 5 metres. If you're going to quarter a sea and it's blowing 10 or 15 knots, you will get a little bit wet. The console gives you a bit of protection, but what is protected is the gear that you put in that big storage box, which is behind the console there. That's it can eat up a whole lot of gear, and especially anything that you need to keep dry. Likewise, under the console is a good place to keep your mobile phones and all of that sort of gear. Plenty of storage space under this front deck. We fit massive safety bags under there. It'd fit a small esky under there, but remember, like all of these plywood floored aluminium boats, it is going to be wet under there if it rains, so that's worth keeping in mind. The 70 horsepower Yamaha is ample for this boat. You can put a 75 horsepower on the back of it, but this F70, it's a popular motor. They've been going forever, and it's quite a good pairing with this boat. The bench seat actually eats up a lot of that cockpit space, but it's a very comfortable spot. If you've got a couple of kids or the missus sitting in the back and they want to be in the most comfortable part of the boat to transit the bay, it's a pretty good setup. And when you fold it away, it actually folds away nearly under that coaming on the back, and you get that fishing space back. Overall, if you're looking to step up into a bay boat, this is a great place to start. It's a great price and a product which of course is made in Australia.